is it going, guys? Today we are putting this thing together. Inside this 1,000-pound pallet is a massive upgrade for the Driven Media shop space. You see, I gotta be honest, it's been a bit hectic in here lately. There's been parts that have been installed and uninstalled that are just laying around, and tools and other products, and it's been driving me nuts. So I got with our good friends over at Obsessed Garage. If you are a car enthusiast that wants to learn how to take care of your car, detail it, or upgrade the garage space that you work on your car in, they are the go-to. They've worked on some ridiculous projects over the years. I actually started watching their videos over a decade ago when I first got my Bug-Eye WRX, and that's kind of how I learned how to detail my car. But fast forward over 10 years later, I'm still watching their videos, but now I get to work with them on my own project. So huge shout out to Obsessed Garage. If you want to check them out, their link is down in the description. But I let them know what's up and what I needed, and this is what they came back with. Obviously, we have some assembly to do. Let's go ahead and take this pallet apart, and then we can talk about what's inside. Also, I do have another big announcement that I'll make later on in the video, but for those of you that are curious, I've gotten to the point where I can no longer do this by myself, so I need to enlist your help, but we'll get to that later on. Always use protection. We've got the pallet opened up, and inside is a Leverx storage system. If you guys have not heard of Leverx before, they're a company based in Nebraska, so local here to the Midwest, and they've essentially created a pallet racking system that uses sliding cabinets. So you get an absurd amount of highly efficient storage in a very compact and condensed space. They have a bunch of different sizes to pick from and accessories that you can add on to fit your needs. Like I said, if you're looking to upgrade your garage or add more storage, this is one of the best options available. The guys over at Obsessed Garage utilize Leverx systems in a bunch of their projects because of how customizable and versatile they are. I cannot wait to get this thing put together so I can get this stuff off of the ground and stored in a much more tidy manner. And I can store the larger items like exhaust and suspension components on the shelf at the very top. Now I just need to figure out how I can put this thing together by myself, since my wife just left for a doctor's appointment. Let's try not to die. Speaking of doing things by myself, let's talk about this announcement I said I have. If you guys have been following along for a while, you may or may not know that I've been doing this whole YouTube and Driven Media thing essentially by myself. Yes, I have Quinn come in and help when she's able, but I don't have any employees, and it's gotten to the point where I can no longer do both YouTube and Driven Media and maintain the quality that I demand for myself. Yes, I would love to spend 24 hours a day here, but that is just not practical. So with that being said, Driven Media, aka myself, is looking to hire our first employee. I'm looking for an assistant content creator. So if you are passionate about cars, videography, photography, this is the perfect opportunity for you. I'm gonna have you help behind the camera, producing, shooting, editing videos, and creating a bunch of other content for the multitude of different social media platforms there seems to be nowadays. And since you are gonna be the first employee, we're both gonna wear a bunch of different hats. There will be times where I'll need you to help with fulfillment, shipping out orders, receiving inventory and updating it, and maybe even answering DMs on the social media platforms. But I would like to have later on somebody dedicated to customer service so that we can focus on creating content. If this opportunity interests you, head over to the Driven Media website, scroll all the way down, look for the careers tab, and that will give you all the information you need. Essentially, you just need to send in your resume as well as a link to your social media or reel to careers@driven.media so I can look through it and see your previous work. And if I think you're the perfect fit, I will reach out. So again, if you're interested in this opportunity, Slide into my DMs, baby. Actually, I don't know if that's something I should say if I'm looking to hire somebody, but whatever. Let's get back to the video. So here we've got the uprights. These are the cross beams. That's the wire racking for the top shelf, and that is the top for the workstation. And then underneath the uprights, we have the 4 different sliding cabinets. I think we're gonna start with the workstation section first, because that is going to be the shortest section and should hopefully be the easiest section to put together. So I've got one of the uprights already over there. Let's bring another one and then grab those cross beams. All right, I've got 2 of the uprights over here. I've got the step ladder behind this upright just in case it starts tipping that way, because safety. And then 2 of the cross beams are down there. I believe countertops are usually around 3 feet high, so 36 inches. So I marked that on the uprights, and that's where we're going to have the workbench height. I don't have the workbench top over here yet. That thing is ridiculously heavy, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to even place that onto the beams by myself. I might have to leave that for later, but let's try to get the cross beams in place. I should probably do the one in the back first, I'm assuming. Maybe. Okay. There we go. We've got the workstation pretty much put together besides the top here. Unfortunately, the ground here is not level, so it is a bit wobbly. So I will need to pick up some shims and put it underneath the legs. Shouldn't be a big deal. Luckily, Quinn did just get back, so I'm gonna have her help me put the top in place, and then we can move on to the cabinet section. Quick reminder before I forget, I know July 4th was yesterday, but the sale is still live until the 8th, which is Monday. So if you want to save yourself some money and get 10% off site-wide, that means headlights, tail lights, side markers, LEDs, carbon fiber, merch, whatever's on the website, you can use the code July4 to get 10% off your order. So if you're interested, head over to the website and get your deals while you still can. I actually wasn't aware of this until now, but we did receive 2 of these motion detection LED lights that are gonna mount underneath the wire racking like so, and allow us to see what we're looking for when we're moving the cabinets around. This will definitely be useful, especially if you are installing this in, say, a garage setting where the lighting isn't the best. This is kind of tucked away in the corner and we only have 1 overhead light, so this is definitely a great feature to be able to add. I actually have both the lights linked together, so they should turn on simultaneously. Look at that. Now that the lights are installed, we can move on to the trolleys for the cabinets. Now, when I was looking at the installation instructions, I thought we would need to assemble this, but it looks like it already comes pre-assembled. Thankfully, I think all we need to do is get this on the rails and then adjust the width accordingly. I've already got one of the trolleys up here and installed just to figure out how to actually do it. So let's see if we can do it again with the second one here. So that's up there, and now we just need to torque down the bolts for the adjustable side on the outside here. Make sure that it tracks all the way down. Okay, 2 more, and then we can assemble the actual cabinets. We've got all 4 of the trolleys installed and torqued down. They roll on the railings super smoothly like they're supposed to. So now we can move on to installing the back panels. We want to have the cabinets facing each other. So one back panel will go on the outer side and one on the inside here. And then same thing for the 2 cabinets on this side. We've got one last side panel here. The cabinets are starting to come together. Then we just have to put the shelves in. It's finally time to install the actual shelves in the cabinet. So I've got the shelf supports here. Each cabinet gets 4 individual shelves. That's kind of how it comes from the factory. But like I said earlier, they have a lot of different accessories that you can use to customize the setup to fit your needs. But for now, we're gonna install the shelves. I'm gonna do a taller shelf on the bottom for larger items and then some smaller shelves moving up. We did it, guys. We've got everything put together and look at how glorious it is. I've got the lights set to motion detection right now. So if I open this cabinet, it should turn on. Disregard that power cord for now. We'll get back to that in a second. But I also installed bumpers on all of the cabinets so they aren't banging into each other, as well as handles so you can easily slide them from side to side. Now, that power cord there, I'm actually going to install a power strip on the outer frame here that goes to the outlet there. That way I have access to power out here instead of having to go to that outlet, and then I'll just route the power cord for the lights to that power strip. Now let's talk about these cabinets. I told you they come standard with 4 flat shelves, but there are so many different accessories that you can add to customize this to your exact needs. You can get bin rails, so you can hang up bins like these of various sizes. They have drawers, bucket shelves, wire baskets. They have hanger rails if you want to hang up clothes in here. They even have slat walls that you can install on the walls of the cabinets or on the exterior. So you could put one on the outside on the frame here. I'll probably put one on the back wall of the workbench area. They also have a receiver hitch bracket that you can mount to the frame, and you can install a vise if you need to clamp down on things while you're working on them. They've partnered up with Gator Magnetic. If you haven't heard of them before, they make super strong magnetic hooks that we could adhere to the cabinets themselves or the frames to hang things up. There's just so many things that you can do to this system, and that's why it's so versatile. Once I actually start organizing things into the cabinets, that's gonna give me a better idea of what different accessories I would like to have installed to maximize this space. But guys, look at how clean and professional this looks. And there you have it, guys. That is gonna do it for today. Now I just need to get everything cleaned up and actually start storing things in the cabinets. But I cannot wait to start adding different accessories to really make this my own and make it as useful as possible. Huge shout out again to Obsessed Garage and Leverx for helping me find the perfect solution for the Driven Media shop space. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, leave a comment down below. If you want to pick one of these up for yourself, the link is down in the description. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the content. If you are, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.